in the room. Come on in the room, baby. It is lunch and learn because it's the lunch hour in most places. So I ain't gonna hold you guys long because you know how y'all do. Y'all don't start y'all lunchtime until you start eating and you being back. So what up though? Come on in the room. Let me know where you're tuning in from, honey. I just wanted to, I want to love on y'all a little bit, but I also want to, check a few things because, yeah, it's time for an audit. Put audit in the comment bar. AUDIT in case you're trying to pick audit. Okay. I ain't got time for it. And then people like to play and laugh at people that can't spell and stuff. Baby, please. It's no judgment zone over here. Okay. Observation, but no judgment zone over here. Okay. Yeah, put audit in the comment bar, honey, because we're going to just go ahead and get on through this thing so we can make it do what it do. Okay. And, first, giving on the guy who's the head of my life, baby, how much is gas wherever y'all at? How much is gas? Because right now it's $999.92. And I'm going to tell y'all something. We went, and usually whenever, we used to hearing the click after a while. You know what I mean? Like when you sit in there, you like, oh, okay, it's about time for the click. So you look back, but you look back and it's still, when they make a noise, that means it's got a lot more to go. And I'm like, wait a minute. I need you to, I don't need I don't need overflow right now. I need you to stop that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, God, dog. So then I was like, okay, ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. What happened? Like I ain't driving a helicopter. Like, why it cost that much? And then I felt something down in my shanana. Baby, I can remember a time when gas wasn't but $1.99. Do you hear me? Gas wasn't but $1.99, $1.97. It was like real cheap. It wasn't even $2. And I used to have to tell them people, let me get 10 on 4. And when I was really doing good, I was like, yeah, let me get 25 on 3. And gas wasn't even $2. I'm going to say $2 an hour. It wasn't even $2 a gallon. But here I am now. Yeah, God. Able to sit in the seat without my stomach hurting when it go, and gas is $999.92. So a different perspective with this thing. I said, you know what? Lord, I thank you. Not only was I able to fill up without tricking my card. Y'all know nothing about tricking your card, baby. That's when you have $1 on your card and you go to the gas pump and you run that bad boy's credit so you can fill it up because it recognizes, oh, they money on there. Let me go ahead and put it in. I shouldn't have told some of y'all because some of y'all ain't where y'all need to be right now. Y'all gonna be going out there deliberately trying to get the card that got $1 on to see if it worked. Baby, I'm telling y'all, I've been there. Do you understand me? I have been there. Baby, I have been there to the point where I had somebody, they was doing a little better, whatever. I ain't had no gas money, baby. I ain't even had $1 on my card. It was in the negative. You understand, baby? It's what you would want your COVID test to come back as, negative. But then when I went there, baby, it was in the negative, sure enough. You hear me? I didn't even know that they would allow your account to go in the negative that much. I said to myself, y'all irresponsible. You should have been cut me off. You allowed me to keep going and going and going. Like, who auditing these accounts? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't take responsibility when you out there being raggedy. But anyway, baby, it was in the negative. But my girl had $1 and like 7 cents. All you need is $1. Lord, we thank you. She was like, sis, this is what I'm going to do. Baby, she pulled up to the tank. She pumped her gas. And then she was like, hey, Keita, you pump my gas. I'm going to be in the car, right? Baby, we stopped pumping her gas so she can move out the way. Then she came back and pulled my car up so we can put the little nozzle in my car so that we can go ahead and get some gas until it stopped, because they ain't going to go on the foolishness now. You can't have $1 and get $100 worth of gas, but we could get like 40. So she got 20, I got 20. So I'm telling y'all, look where he brought me from. Yay. Yes. So when I sat there today and I had the in my spirit, I said, Lord, I thank you. I thank you because you didn't have to do it. But I'm so glad that you did. I started thinking about me being in the position that I'm in. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I was feeling some kind of way because I was like, man, I wanted to do this. I needed to have this. This should have been done. I should have been. All of these shoulda, woulda, couldas. And baby, I had to remind myself, I've come so far and have accomplished so much in the midst of my own foolishness, because a lot of it I brought on myself. And still popping, still made it happen. So, while some of y'all now at lunch ungrateful, because you done looked at somebody else's done went and ordered out and you had to eat what you brought from the house. You better be thankful you had that sandwich at the house and you was able to get your kids Lunchables and stuff. But that ain't what we're here to talk about. That ain't what we're here to talk about. I told y'all I need y'all to put audit in the comment bar because we got to go on, because I'm going to let y'all go so you won't be running over your lunch period, because y'all be doing too much. Y'all be doing too much. You're running over your lunch period. Let me tell y'all something. When you starting out doing something, like, I don't want y'all to have this mindset where, well, at least I started. I got to talk slow because I'm telling you, I'm on one on the inside. Because what happens is when people are out here doing things, whether they are doing it erroneous, come on, Keita with the words, whether they are not doing it correctly, whether they out here being nasty to people, got bad customer service, they acting how they acting, and we use the excuse, oh, that's just them. They always been like that. They always been like that. It may be a true statement, but they don't have to continue to be that way. But because they have been given permission, because they have access, because nobody's saying nothing, because nobody's pulling that coattail, they're going to continue on doing it. But if you're not in agreement with it, you don't have to go along to get along. Because some things you shouldn't even want to get along with. Some things you shouldn't even want to go along with. As my son say, straight like that. I was getting on him. I said, son, listen to me. Some things you just gonna have to let roll off your shoulder. Some things you ain't gotta respond, and you need to do this, and don't you do that. He said, Mom, to be real with you, when he say to be real with you, it's equivalent to I ain't trying to be funny. You know what I mean? It's equivalent to I don't mean no harm. That's what it's equivalent to. Right. So I'll go ahead and get postured up because I don't know if I need to file on you, if I need to have an open ear. But he was emotional. He was feeling some kind of way. And he was like, Mom, to be real with you, y'all was raised in a way to put up with people disrespect. Y'all wasn't raised in a way to respond to it and let people know. Because y'all will feel some kind of way and y'all will get with y'all group or y'all will get with family and y'all talk about it. Y'all talk junk about it, say how you feel and say all of this other stuff. And that person don't know none of that. So they feel like it's all right for them to keep going. I want them to know it ain't all right. I want them to know that they out of pocket. Then I had to let him know, okay, son, you can do that, but we need to do it in a different way. So now, when he hit me up, he like, hey, Mom, what you think about this? Because I'm about to spaz. He always about to spaz. I said, well, we not spazzing. What happened? Now, how did you want to respond? Now, how could you respond differently? Now, let me add value to that. Now, we have a response. You understand? So at the end of the day, you got to take the time to pause. Put the word pause in the comment bar. If you can't spell it, don't feel like typing, just put the number 5. I ain't got time for it. Just put the number 5, baby. Ain't 5 for grace anyway. It might not be. I don't know. Google it when we get off of here. But put the word pause. You need to have a pause in your spirit. I had to learn it. I had to learn it. Pause. And y'all know I'm real country. So somebody might put PAWS on it. There we go. Pause. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all have to learn to, it was one thing they was like, oh, you know what? Just count to 10 or count to 5 or count backwards or do the, baby, you ain't even thinking about it. Right? But this is the thing. When you learn to pause, and you learn to get your mind off of whatever it is to be able to reset. Just like with me. I know I have a Southern swag to me. I know that. I know I enunciate my words differently than most people. I know that when I say things, people may, what's up, Booker DJ? I know people may misunderstand what I'm saying. I love you back, friend. But at the end of the day, I choose not to be offended. Offended is not given, it's taken. You can try to offend me. You can try to give me offense, but if I don't take it, it's not going to bother me. Number one, my clapback is anointed. I don't care. I had to get to the point of that, though, because it was a time I cared. I cared about what people thought. I cared about what people said. I cared about the way people responded, the way people thought about me, the way people saw me. But this is what you have to understand in that pause. Whatever you desire to get from other people, you have to first give it to yourself. So if you feel disrespected, pause. Because you want to be respected, respect yourself enough not to respond in the way that you would have responded in. I ain't telling you not to say nothing. I just told you to say it different. I didn't tell you not to do nothing. I just told you to do it different. That's all. And that's what I learned to do. So when people even come and they try to be funny and they were like, oh, well, what you say, can you repeat it again? After the third time, I don't repeat myself again, because now you're trying to be funny. Are you trying to mock the way that I say something? Are you trying to like make a spectacle out of me? And that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. I learned not to wear white when I eat spaghetti, because you might get something on you. Don't do it. Y'all see how random that thought was, but you pictured it and it made sense, didn't it? Yeah. Why? Because I'm quick with it. I'm a creative genius when it comes to that, right? But at the same time, you guys go to a job that you don't like. You in relationships with people you don't like. You in friendships with people you don't like. You deal with family members you don't like. You keep going to the same functions and the same environments that you really don't like because you're not growing, simply because you have become so comfortable with things being the norm. Simply because you don't want to hear what somebody else has to say because you desire to make a different decision. Simply because you don't know how they gonna feel. But internally, you feeling some type of way. I don't get on there and tell people, don't worry about what people say. Oh, well, people are always going to have something to say. Don't worry about that. Oh, well, you got to be bigger than that. That's BS. It's BS. Because if you're going to tell somebody, oh, don't worry about it. Oh, well, give them something tangible. Give them a way that they can deal with it. Give them a way that they can process it. Well, I don't even go through that no more. Oh, okay, well, how did you get through it, or how did you get over it? 9 times out of 10, you're lying. And it just feels better for you to be able to say that you've gotten through something, or you've gotten over something. Oh, girl, I would leave him, but you still laying under somebody that's beating your eyes shut. Crickets, and we ain't even fishing. So all I'm saying to you is this. If you have gotten through something, if you have accomplished certain things, let the people know what you did to get over it, to get through it. The reason why you're not doing it is because you don't want people to know that you was once there. You don't want people to know that you was tricking the gas pump. You don't want them to know that. You don't want them to know that your account was in the negative. You don't want them to know that. You don't want them to know that you was once in a low place. You don't want them to know that. This is exactly why I am as transparent as I am. This is why. Because I've been there. And it is my assignment to make sure that people who become hopeless, that you regain hope again. It is my assignment to always have a positive word. You always finding something positive. Everything ain't positive. Yes, it is, because everything has an opposite. Everything has an opposite. You got pretty, you got ugly. Huh? Everything has an opposite. So in all things, there's still hope. It's your perspective and your mindset and the way you look at a thing that determines whether or not you're going to see it. And when you see it, are you going to tap into it? If you somebody that's just beginning in something, you out there, you want to build, you out there, you want to really move forward. I really want to accomplish this thing. Oh, okay. It can be done. But guess what? The first place it have to be done is here. It's here. You got to see yourself doing it. Y'all can't even see yourself doing it. You got to see yourself where you desire to be. You got to see yourself on those stages. You got to see yourself in the room before you get in the room. All y'all out there with that, I ain't got it spirit. I ain't got it. You got it. You just got it somewhere else. You put it somewhere else. That's why you ain't got it. You had it. You had it. There was an opportunity that I wanted to tap into. It was going to cost us about 50 grand to do it. I ain't have it to do it. But then I was reminded, you had it. But when you paid that 30 grand to that attorney to keep your son on this side of glory, you ain't have it no more. Because some accounts you go in to do certain stuff with, some you do this. We all know how it is. In all things, let me tell you something. Everybody has a bottom. Everybody has a bottom. That's what they're standing on so that they can build their way up. And now your ceiling has become your bottom and you're standing a little higher. But it becomes an issue when you start standing on the ceiling and you forget about the floor. Insert middle finger to everybody who want to forget about the floor. For what? Because let me tell you something. It's going to come another time with your high and mighty self. While you standing on that ceiling and forgetting about the floor, you're going to come back to it. Every knee going to bow. And I ain't even talking about nothing real deep. It's just going to be something that come to remind you. It'll be something that'll tap you on your shoulder so you'll understand, hey, you remember what you said to that girl? You remember how you did over there? You remember the way you handled that? You remember when you used to? Oh, okay. You remember when you did? Okay. Y'all see how we went from laughing and giggling and kiki, and now we come and we have to give you this. Now it's time for the other slice of bread, baby. When you fix a sandwich, you got to make sure that it's palpable. Keita, you just keep on doing it, girl. When you make that sandwich, baby, you got to make sure that people going to like to eat it. You can't give them all the bitterness and talk all that junk and think they're going to eat it. People can't digest it. So I gave you some goodness. We talked about the gas, and now we have to put that reality in there. We got to make it so as you'll be able to consume this thing. Why? Because you're not by yourself. You're never alone. And you can do it. But let me tell you this, though. If you guys are out here and you want to do better, let's just say you work a 9 to 5, but you want a different role, you want a different position. If you see that you want to do that, but won't nobody show you, everybody backed by everybody, we're not focusing on that. What you do, you go get the job description. See what it says that you have to do in that job description. You start showing up. You start advancing yourself. Start learning more. Start doing some of those type things. Be at work, not just in time to clock in, but on time to do what you need to do. There's a difference between in time and on time. You start showing up and do what you need to do. You start looking like where you desire to be. You start having that consistency. You be clear on what your goal is. You walk with your confidence. And then guess what? Whenever you are confident, it's because you're competent in what it is you're doing. When you are competent, you increase your confidence. Straight like that. You have to be consistent. Consistency leads to cash every time. Just say you want to do your own business. You want to build your own brand. Listen to me. Don't always go to see the cheapest way out. Or where at least I started with this. Well, you may have an at least that nobody wants because they see you in a bigger place. They see you in a better position. So because they see you differently, when you go and you want to add something that's cheap or give them an alternative, they don't see the value in it. Sometimes people won't purchase it because they was like, if that's the price, it can't be no good. But you price according to the way you feel about yourself. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and overprice by a long shot. That's not what I'm telling you. But what I am telling you, that there's a time in your life where you have to pull back from the table that you're sitting around, that have other people in chairs that don't see the value in you, that don't support you. And let me say this, support does not always mean that they got to go and they got to do this in the business, or they got to give you this, and no, that's not always support. Support can be when you need an ear, they there to listen. Support could be you don't have to worry about nothing when you come home. Support can be in different ways. You cannot force a person to be a part of something that they don't have a vision for. It's your vision, not theirs. But you want to try to give them glaucoma because they don't see things the way that you see it. That's not the way it works. At the end of the day, if you need something that bad and you trying to figure it out that bad, then go and hire you somebody. Nikita, I can't afford to hire somebody. Sure you can. Look at the person that you keep on Cash App and that you keep on, can I hold something? Can I buy? Oh, okay, yeah. Not only can you hold something until you can give it back, I need this right here done. Follow up on these things for me. Can you go and pick this up for me? It has to be reciprocal, baby. It has to be reciprocal. And you have to let people know exactly what you want, exactly what you need, exactly what you desire. Because you can't just tell somebody something and then tell them this is what I want, and they give it to you in a way that you wouldn't have done it. Now you upset because that ain't what I asked for. Yes, it is. You didn't tell them exactly how to do it. You just told them the outcome that you desire. I learned that a long time ago. I couldn't tell my son, oh yeah, no, I need $200 more to be able to do such and such. And then he come up with these $200. And then now I hear people telling me they done pulled him over. What they pulled him over for? Oh, because he got them $200. Where does 200 come from? I'm just giving you an example. Baby, I'm just giving you an example. So at the end of the day, I need y'all to know that it's more to you. You got to make it do what it do. Stop stealing time out there on your little lunch hour. You know it's been over. Huh? But what happened? Baby, it's about mindset. Put mindset in the comment bar and we're going to get up off of here. Mindset. Mindset. Put it in the comment bar. The sound gone. I figured that. The sound gone over here on Instagram, so I'm going to stay over here with y'all. I got to tell my people over here on Instagram, bye. Mindset. So check it out. Listen, whatever you think is so. Whatever you believe is so. The same energy it takes for you to not believe, to come up with reasons why things are not going to work, it's the same energy you can use to change your perspective, to change what you believe in, to change your mindset, right? Well, Keita, it's hard for me to change it when this is what I see. It's hard for me to change it when this is what I'm going through. Three things that I want you guys to do in order for you to go into your mindset wellness. The same way you would do if something was going on in your body and you weren't feeling good. Baby, let's keep it simple. The same thing that you would do if you wanted your hair done. If you wanted a different outfit. You would, number one, you would have a visual in mind on what style you wanted, what outfit you wanted. Even if you wanted to go to a restaurant, you'll have a visual in mind of what you wanted to eat. Number one, baby, you got to have a vision. I don't care what it looks like, what you're going through, who are around you. You got to have a vision. But listen to me. When you create this vision, don't create it with specific people in it. I want you to create it with the mindset of the way you want to feel. I want you to use your senses. I want to be able to smell a certain fragrance. I want to be able to feel a certain thing. I want to be able to hear a certain thing. So if you already know that I need to be around positive people, then I want to be able to hear affirmations. I want to be able to hear information that's going to help me. What is the vision that you have for yourself? And I don't want you to go in this thing saying, well, I just want them to do, I just want them to act. No. That's not what it is, because you can't control other people. So number one, you got to have a vision for yourself, period. For you personally, for you financially, every area of your life, you got to have a vision for it. You health-wise, whatever that thing look like for you. Number one, you got to have a vision. Number two, you have to have a goal. You got to have a goal. I see this thing and I know where I'm at now, and this is my goal. See where you are. See where you desire to go. And in the middle, you can create the path to get there. You got to have a vision. You got to have a goal. And number three, and we're going to get off of here because I'm right on point. Put number three in the comment bar. Put number three in the comment bar. Put number three in the comment bar. Boom. Thank you, Celestine. Number three, you got to have a plan. You guys have these vision board parties and y'all be cutting out nice looking stuff and putting it on these pretty little posters and just wasting all kind of glue and glitter and stickers and stuff. Why? Because you don't have a plan for it. So the next time you have your vision board, because I believe in visuals and it is important. You have your vision board over here, but on the other side, I want you to have a vision plan. What is the plan to get to what you see here? Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. VGP, baby, is like a prescription. You have to have a vision, you have to have a goal, and you have to have a plan. Just like when I got on here, I had a vision of being able to make y'all smile and laugh while y'all eat y'all lunch. My goal was to get you to open your mind to see things differently. And my plan to do that was me getting on here and giving you this mindset mastery, giving you these tips, tools, and strategies to get to where you are, to where you desire to be. Everything is just that simple, but do you see how it works?
Yeah, it's time.
If all hearts and minds are clear, put clear in the comment bar. Our hearts and minds are clear. Put clear in the comment bar. Baby, we up here at the spa waiting on Spectrum to come up here and run these little lines and cords and things. So things are moving right along. I'm excited about it. Baby, I'm a hope addict. I'm a hope addict. So everything that I desire to do or want to do, I know it's going to come to pass, and I stay hopeful for it. But in my hope, I stay moving. In my hope, I stay moving. Thank y'all so much for all the clears. We going to go so y'all can go ahead and clock back in. And don't be talking about something. It didn't take my punch. Yes, you ain't try to punch it in there. It ain't take my punch. I got to sign my time in. You done went out there and took an hour and 30 minutes. You done took an hour and 30 minutes. Everybody knows, especially the messy one that's in there eating a sandwich and mad because y'all went out and got Chinese. Now may the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Here now forevermore we all say amen, amen, and amen. What's going on, Robin? I appreciate you guys so much. I pray that you guys are amazing and that you have an amazing Friday. And that you have an even better weekend. It's a Freedom Friday. Feel free to do something you've never done before. Go somewhere you've never gone before. Spend time with somebody you hadn't spent time with. But please, ma'am, please, sir, make sure you got business doing either of those things, okay? You say, I love you back. All right, guys, till next time. I'm out.